Hey, everybody. What's up? How you guys doing? Everything groovy? This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Stamps.com, which is an awesome way for you to send shit through the mail without having to actually go to the post office. You can now buy and print official U.S. postage with a regular computer and a regular printer. No need for extra gadgets. You don't need to update shit. It's awesome. So super easy. They'll send you a digital scale. It automatically calculates the exact postage for any package, any letter, any class of mail. You never have to go to the post office again. This is what you need to do. Use my code JRE for this special offer. It's a 4-week trial, which includes postage and a digital scale. You go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, type in JRE. That's Stamps.com. You enter JRE to sign up today. And with Stamps.com, you'll never have to go to the post office again. Hallelujah. We're also brought to you by Dollar Shave Club, which is how I get my shave on. Dollar Shave Club sends you razors in the mail every month without you having to think about it, so you don't ever run out. Everybody who shaves their fat fucking face, like mine. It's smooth right now, Jamie. No, actually, no, it's not. No, it's a little stubbly. It'll be smooth tonight. I'm going to shave the shit out of it with that Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter. Easy, what is it? Is that it? That's the way I said it? They have this stuff that it's called Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter. And you're like, why is it butter? I don't know, but it works. It's so much better than that white shit that makes you look like Santa Claus. You take this butter, you put it on your face. You have to get used to the fact that you don't have the Santa Claus thing going on. But it's just slick and slippery. And when you're done, your skin feels so smooth. It's my favorite shit ever. And you can get the Dollar Shave Club deal right now where they'll give you 1 month, a 1-month trial of any of their razors for $1 with free shipping. They send you a handle. It's like really nice handle, textured, the whole deal. And they send you disposable razors every month. They're better than any razor. Like, there's nothing better. Like, I wouldn't say they're better than any razor. All like really good razors are kind of created equal, aren't they? But Dollar Shave Clubs are cheaper. They send them to you. And they work perfect. And you don't ever have to be without, you know? You don't have to, like, have a questionable razor that you try to get one more use out of. Just throw that bitch away. It's only a few bucks a month. No long-term commitments. No hidden fees. You cancel whenever you want. So you get $1. $1 trial at dollarshaveclub.com/Rogan. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Rogan for a 1-month, $1 trial with free shipping. And after that, just a few bucks a month. dollarshaveclub.com/Rogan. Ooh-wee! Well, let's just get right to it, fuckers. Today, I'm with my good pal, Dr. Chris Ryan, Ph.D., and he doesn't even use the PhD anymore because Duncan shamed it out of him by calling himself Duncan Trussell, PhD. So now his Twitter handle is that Chris Ryan. He's awesome. He's beautiful. I love him. Always love talking to him. Give it up for my pal, Dr. Chris Ryan.
Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night. All day.
Young Jamie gave me the fake gun pointy fingers. So we're live, Chris Ryan. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man.
I'm live. It's good to be live, Joe.
You haven't gotten any of this interdimensional child molester weed yet.
I've been probed. I don't know who was doing it, but somebody was probing me interdimensionally, I'll tell you that.
We were just about to talk about getting Alex Jones high on the podcast before we started, and I said, save it. You got to save that.
Well, see, I'm not that tuned into who he is. I just hear, occasionally Alex Jones is this right-wing conspiracy guy, and I never listened to him. So I saw he was on your show, and I was working at home doing some shit around the house. So I put it on YouTube so I could actually see him, doing this, taking his things off, the headphones on and off, and oh my God. And,
he's manic.
And like for the first hour and a half, I was like, fuck, this guy, about half of what he says actually kind of makes sense to me. And he's obviously really smart. Like high IQ off the fucking charts, no doubt. but then he would just veer off occasionally. And the more weed and whiskey got involved, the more it was just like, this is performance art. This is just nuts. This is beyond nuts.
Once he started, right before the podcast started, he's like, man, I want to get a drink. And he went into there and he had some whiskey. Did he have some whiskey before I got here?
Might have been right as you got here.
Right as I got here. Yeah. So I was already here, and he's like, well, before we get started, let me get a drink real quick. And he went back, and I had a drink with him. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to let him drink alone. We're going to do this right. But it was a dangerous proposition because Eddie Bravo was here. And Eddie Bravo is Mexican, and Joey Diaz says that Mexicans are basically Native Americans, which he's right. Yeah. You know, like there's Mexicans that were Native Americans that bred with the Spanish. You would know more about this, having lived in Spain.
Yeah,
and so that's why. Mexico. Yeah,
and I've bred with Mexicans
and,
and Spaniards. I'll breed with anyone.
Well, not breed, but attempted breeding.
I've gone through the motions. Yeah,
but you know, they look like some of them look like people from Spain, and some of them look like Native Americans. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. Like Mexico is a kind of really diverse sort of genetic line, but so you know the old stereotype about Native Americans that you get them drunk and the Indian goes fucking crazy. Well, Eddie Bravo, who's Mexican, Joey Diaz is always saying, you get him drunk, that fucking Indian comes out. And that is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So we got Eddie drunk, and he just went off the fucking rails with... He thinks the government's spraying shit in the sky, and he's been saying it forever. So much so that he's got like this confirmation bias thing where he's constantly looking to confirm. So he just like had this agenda that he had to talk to Alex Jones, even after he talked about interdimensional child molesters.
Right. And Obama's mother being a CIA sex worker.
He's so crazy. Oh, he's awesome. But I think people got a chance to see what I see in him, because like everybody's like, how could you be friends with Alex Jones? I'm like, I'm telling you, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a lot of fun, and he's right about a lot of shit.
Well, the thing, all right, somebody emailed me this morning, and they're like, you know, because I tweeted like, hey, this guy's actually making sense, and they were like, dude, he denies the Sandy Hook massacre. Is that true?
I don't know. Is that true? That's horrible. If that's true.
That's it. I mean, that's the kind of thing that for me, it's like, if he's denying that, then fuck that guy. He's saying, you know, Obama's mother was a CIA sex worker. That's just funny. But I don't know.
You know what I think? This is my take on him. And like I said, I love this guy dearly. I feel like he's a high power Corvette engine.
Yeah.
But some of the spark plugs
they're
not totally connected.
Yeah.
So like the Obama's wife is a CIA, you know, Obama's mama is a CIA sex slave, and Sandy Hook, and we've got the documents. There's a few of those things that get through where maybe if he had someone next to him going, let's look at this objectively.
Right.
Isn't it possible that this could be the case? Or isn't it possible that that could be the case?
And it's the opposite. What he's got is millions of people saying, yeah, give us more of that.
Right.
You know?
People fucking love conspiracy theories. They love them. They love them.
And you know, see, this is where I was surprised to be agreeing with him, because we do live in a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. Modern civilization is a fucking lie. So I agree that, you know, where he's saying like, you know, he was talking about sort of, I think he gets into lizard people and that kind of stuff.
I don't think he does.
No?
He doesn't get into lizard people.
All right, well,
that's David Icke.
Oh, okay. I get into superorganisms. Like, I think we're embedded in a superorganism. You and I have talked about this before, I think. And that's why we as a species are doing things that are detrimental to our own interests as individual human beings. Because we are embedded in this superorganism, just like our bacteria is embedded in us. And, you know... do
you think the superorganism is the Earth itself? Like, what do you...
No, I think it's technology.
Me too. Yeah.
It's so... I mean, you and I and Duncan talked about this a bunch when we were doing the shrimp parade thing, you know, like, because I see it as the end of humanity, and that is a negative thing, because I like the way we lived for 200,000 years, embedded in the environment like other animals, and just pretty fucking happy and living in the moment and all that, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas Duncan thinks it's great that we're spreading out into the universe, and, you know, even if we stop being humans to do that. Which is
it's a fascinating conversation.
So anyway, I'm crazy too, is my
Right.
point, right? So I think there's a certain amount of craziness that's certainly called for.
I don't think you're crazy. I think you're looking at, like, you're extrapolating. You're just looking at what's going on. And I mean, it's really